Buds, welcome to episode 5 of the Minecraft Let's Play. Today, I have a strange little book in my hand. What could be in the book, you say? A to-do list. Because last episode, I was getting a little bit ahead of myself with, oh, we're gonna do a villager breeder and then make a bunch of things. No, we're gonna slow it down a little bit. So, for what I have planned for today's video, I want to gather more diamonds, get redstone and slimes, which I'm going to be doing here in a minute on twitch.tv/VillagerBudz. So, as usual, follow us on Twitch. For number 2, we're going to be making some apartments and nice living areas for our villagers that we only have 2 right now, but I'm hoping that in episode 6, we'll be making a breeder. And I want to get a mending villager by the end of today's episode. Okay, guys, so it's been a week in real life since I recorded that little intro for this video, and I gotta say, a lot of plans have changed. I was just in a heat wave where it felt like it was 97 degrees Fahrenheit, and I was really exhausted, really hot, and I was like, you know what? I don't really want to sit in a room with my hot computer all day, so I decided that for my health, I wasn't going. And if I'm being honest with you guys, that really blows, but I'm happy that I get to be back and playing some more. So, I wonder what's changed, you might be asking yourself. Well, let's take a little look-see in our book. Now, you might see that some things have shifted around. We already did our Twitch live stream where we gathered up diamonds, we got redstone, and all of the above. What I have on the list for today is actually, I want to build a villager apartment. So like some type of complex for all of the villagers to really just stay in and live in and sleep in. And I want to make that before we make our villager breeder. Now, I know I said I wasn't going to. I changed my mind. I said, you know what? We can do this. I've never made one before. Let's just do it. Okay, everyone. And also, we have a crap ton of chests, but I'm not going to pay that any mind for today's episode. We have a very specific idea in our head. And what am I even doing? I can literally show you guys. And boom! This is the type of apartment complex that I want to make for the villagers. I'm hoping to place this on the side of one of the cliffs. Over here we have a nice little like lounge area, which I'll probably make this a little bit more oriented towards the villagers instead of players just sitting here, because I'm the only one that plays on the world, so it's, you know, I'm very lonely. Over in one of these doors, we have a lovely little walkway upstairs and downstairs. Let's check out the downstairs first. I'm planning on having a bunch of beds in here, which 6 beds in all, for our villagers. And then it leads to an upstairs where I want to have some type of workstation. Maybe we'll have the workbench guys, maybe we'll have the loomsters. Honestly, it's a coin flip, but I know that I want someone's job to be up here. So I will never lose them, never need to be worried about where they are. They sleep here and they work here. Now, when I make this survival, I doubt it's going to be as detailed as it is in creative, but still, I'm really looking forward to it. So, without further ado, how about we get to building? So, as you saw in the preview house, I need a bunch of quartz and wool for this build, and so I decided that I was going to gather up a crap ton of quartz, and thankfully, I don't need to do that for wool, because in last episode, we made a sheep farm, so that has been working the entire time that I've been on this world, so it works out perfectly. This build also looks kind of different from the one that I showed before, but I personally think that it looks a whole lot better, and it fits more into the environment, and you'll see what I mean by that in just a second. Alrighty, everyone, so with that build finish and our little spider friend hanging out on that tree over there, oh, and a creeper bunny, let's head on over inside the house, shall we? I don't really think it's that safe out here anymore. Definitely gonna be needing a lot more torches around, but this, I'd say, looks really amazing. Now, even this guy really likes it, but it's slightly different, like I said, from the original one that I had made, just due to the fact that it didn't really fit. Like, villagers don't sit anywhere, there's no point in having books outside if I'm gonna have, like, random villagers. I wouldn't want to confuse them with what job they are, but it's basically the exact same thing as before. We have about 6 beds, we have 5 in here, which will do, that's 5 villagers. In here is our lovely little area where they're going to be either loomsters, or maybe we'll have some smithing guys, or maybe we'll have some fishermen and make a little pond. Who honestly knows? I'll probably be doing this in next video because by then we'll actually have enough villagers to fill up this entire room. Similarly, the other house, you know, just a staircase, stairwell leaning upwards. I think it looks really nice. Oh, look at them. Hey. Even here, I left a little opening in case we ever wanted to have like some type of door going up. And to elaborate on that some, I said during the time lapse that this build kind of fits into the landscape a little better. And let me tell you what I mean by that. I was thinking that since this is like such a nice area, I want to build something up there. And this is like such a natural slope of mountain that I was hoping that we could get some type of staircase leading down, as well as maybe like a lookout post here, because as far as we know, all of that is ocean, because we haven't expanded out that way, because I want to wait until the new update to actually go exploring for a whole bunch of new things. But I was like, we could make some type of build here and go down. Maybe we could have like a nice little park or something there. I don't know. But I'm very excited for all the possibilities that this build can offer to us, and I love the aesthetic of it. I think that the palette is so nice. I really like this quartz and wool. It's so lovely. I don't know how to describe it other than, aw. All right, but enough of this, like, oh, it's so adorable. No, we've got another project at hand, and it's to build the villager breeder. So, now that we're in the Batcave, and I know exactly where I want to build it, just right across the hall from our sheep farm, I'm going to show you guys what I am aiming for, or what I'm going to be building here. Alright everyone, so this is what we are going to be building in that little nook of our bat cave. We have a farmer villager that I've already traded with upstairs, so we are going to make a lovely little farm for him, place down a composter so we can do his thing. And as you can see here, there is a slightly pushed off to the side area. Now here, it's not that elegant, it's not very pretty looking, it's just some type of area where our villager can sit, have a bed to relax in, and it's separated so that villagers can't get through, with a trapdoor on the ceiling and open trapdoors on the floor. So essentially, what's going on here is that the farming villager is going to be harvesting a crap ton of carrots and spitting them out exactly like that. There's going to be hearts going on because there's beds nearby, and oh my gosh, that is so many carrots. But they're going to be making hearts, and just like that, a newborn is brought into the world. Now that child, hopefully, will get very curious. Oh, there's another one over there. I didn't even notice. But hopefully that child at nighttime will run to either of these beds, and unbeknownst to them, they are going to fall right in here. And let's see. Can you fall down in the mysterious pit, child? Thank you. Now they're in the underground water dungeon section of this. They'll get pushed down by water into here, which is just a direct tube to a holding pen. Now, this has been going for a little while. We've already got a grown-up villager in here. But let's get back to the survival world and get to building. Now, I don't know about you guys, but I definitely am not someone who is incredibly good at building. And you can probably tell, because I say it very often. I bring it up every single time that I build anything, how I'm not that good. But I think that I have a lot of confidence going into that. Now, thankfully, also, there is not a whole lot of redstone required for this build, so nothing along those lines. I'm trying to think up ways to do more redstone-y stuff, and I've been trying to figure out how to make our security cam system, and I'm hoping to get to that eventually, but I'm gonna think that we need to get a beacon before we build any of that, because that is going to be so massive and huge. So if you guys have any ways of getting wither skeleton skulls really easily, and me not having to spend 7 to 29,000 hours in the nether just killing wither skeletons over and over and over again, please do let me know in the comments, because that was incredibly painful last time. Alright everyone, so I have mined out this little area, and I think I'm gonna go kind of like a build palette like that, where we have the polished andesite, the stone brick, all of the amazing blocks that look very similar to stone. But I think for this one, I'm going to go with something a lot more basic and a lot more simple. Because I want for this villager breeder to kind of remind me of olden Minecraft. Back in the good old days where villagers were simply there for you to take all of the wood in their houses, and that was it. They weren't really used for anything else. So I'm going to make a fairly simple design. I'm not aiming for this to look super duper good, because it is the Batcave after all. I mean, no one else but us is gonna see this, so it doesn't need to be super incredibly detailed, am I right? Wait a hot second, I come in here to make my silk touch pickaxe have more than just silk touch because I'm harvesting like stone and stuff. And I just look at this guy. He looks nothing like a farmer. He's a butcher. Oh my, okay. This is not going as planned. Okay, this doesn't change it too much. This butcher guy will just temporarily live in our mending villager's house, and their kid, I'll just bring him up in there and he can live with his dad and, you know, whatever. You know, everything's fixable, everything's changeable. Don't look at me. Don't look at my axolotls, please. You weren't supposed to see all them yet. All right, everyone. So I have finished the general build of what I want. It's a lot different from what I showed, and, you know, we just keep doing that a lot in today's episode. Making something and then totally shifting the idea. You enter this little area and we have a lovely lectern block surrounded by a lot of books, 3 beds, and we have our tunnel all set up and good to go. But I think that this looks great. Now, let's go get the villagers. I think that the easiest way to get these guys downstairs and the most fun way is by launching ourselves, yeah, that's right, you heard me back there, down the Batcave chute! Ah! Oh. Am I stuck? Oh, no. Mr. Villager will get out of this, I swear! Oh my gosh, okay, that was a little deadly at the end, but that's fine. It's all good. You know what? I am gonna miss these guys just chilling in my private area, but that's fine. That does not sound good. Whee! Ah, get out! Is that? Can we use that? I don't think anything can really get through there, but we can trade with him. And let's drop all of our extra wheat. So let's see if this actually works. Oh, here we go. Okay. Let's see from here if this actually works. So one of them should have a baby. Is there a baby in one of your guys' crotches? There they are. Oh, they're in the hole. They're in the pit. Capturing children. Welcome to your forever home. Yes. Oh, this kid. I don't like this kid. He's the mending villager kid, and I hate his guts. I accidentally hit him, so I'm very sorry about that. You deserve so much, but where are you going? But I guess now we get to wait for this kid to fully grow up. So just chill with him, shall we?
Mom, that lady over there was saying how she punched me in the face. Is that true?
Yeah, but she did it on accident when she was trying to get you up here.
I need to have a word with you. Listen here.
No, we can't just threaten her. Yeah, you better be sorry. I'm so sorry about them.
They're so... She punched me in the face. I will literally kill you. I will come to your house.
You're not getting the point here. She will murder us. What? Okay. No, you better go say sorry right now.
Go say sorry.
No, they're just a kid. Please forgive them. They don't know what they're saying.
I will literally mess you up.
Hope they weren't trash-talking me too much for leaving them in here, but... Wait, what? Is this because I punched you as a child? What the Christ, man? I thought we were over this. I thought we had moved on. Okay, now for the fun part, which everyone seems to not like this part, but I actually really enjoy this part. It's the, like, most satisfying thing for me. Getting a mending, book available for trade. Oh, that's a good one, but we don't need it. We don't need it. Come on, you can do it. You can do it. Yes! Okay, nice. I was just planting some more seeds, and, has that always been there? I don't actually remember that ever being there. Is it just my imagination? I legitimately don't remember that existing. What? Okay, here we go. I was trading so much that I started to get discounts, but we finally have got 17 emeralds. Give me that mending book! I'm sorry for hitting you as a child. We also got a little chicken farm upstairs going, but nobody really cares about that when we have a mending book in our hands. Now let's go up to our private study and equip this onto our Fortune 3, Efficiency 4, Unbreaking 3 pickaxe. Let's add it. Here we go. I don't have enough levels. That's embarrassing. So everyone, after a hot second of time, I have finally gotten enough experience points to add mending to the pickaxe and to name it, which is something that we don't normally do, so it has to be special. We have to have a kind, a caring, a good name, and the name is Rutabaga. If I can spell correctly. Isn't that right, Mr. Sheep? We're gonna destroy people with Rutabaga, the pickaxe. Well, this, regardless, is very, very good. Now, I'm planning on doing a Twitch live stream sometime after this video is uploaded, where I mine out this entire floor here and add water. So if you're interested, you know, check out the link in the description, blah, blah, blah. I plug the Twitch every single episode. If you're not followed by now, then what the heck are you even doing? So without further ado, buds, remember, join the village today. It's only a click away.